guys, this is Tolu again from Career Transitioners. Today, I want to talk about a problem that a lot of business analysts face, and that's how to write a business analysis approach. I get a lot of students who go through the program and get jobs as business analysts, but one of the things that they struggle with almost every single time is when they start their new job as a business analyst, they have to write an approach, and a lot of them don't know where to start. In fact, only yesterday, one of my old students sent me a message saying, "Tolu, how are you doing? It's been a while. I just got a job as a business analyst on a transformation program, and the program manager has asked me to write a BA approach. I have no idea where to start." And I thought, here we go again, yet another challenge of how to write a business analysis approach. So I thought, rather than write to each individual person that asks me this question every single time, I'll make a video so that you can all kind of benefit from it as well, because I think it's a challenge that a lot of new business analysts have. So here's how I generally tend to write business analysis approaches. Firstly, let's try to break it down a little bit. What do we mean by BA approach? Whenever a business analyst starts a new role, usually they're given a mandate to do something. It could be investigating a business situation, it could be gathering requirements, it could be trying to write a business case, it could be anything. For anything that a business analyst has to do, there's got to be a way that the business analyst plans on delivering the work. So think of that way as the BA approach. And for me, I generally have a standard way of writing my approaches, and it kind of goes down the terms of reference format. If you've done any business analysis training with us or any sort of standard BA training like the BCS certifications, you would have come across the terms of reference. So the way I generally tend to write my BA approach is the BOSCARD approach. So BOSCARD stands for background, objectives, scope, assumptions, resources, and deliverables. So I'm going to start with the background. So when you're writing the background, it's really important to understand, to express the objectives or the business objectives that task is supposed to achieve. Why are you doing this? Is it to increase revenue? Is it to reduce costs? Is there an inefficient system that you're trying to replace? So what's the reason that you've chosen to carry on this task or this project? So start with a background, something generic but tells why that task is being handed over to you. So start with a background. And then go on to the objective. What exactly are you going to do? Are you going to develop a requirements document? Are you going to develop a process model? Are you going to write a business case? What exactly are you going to do during this piece of work? And then the scope. What's in scope versus what is out of scope. A lot of business analysts struggle with this concept of scope. Most of the time when you're writing a BA approach, you're not necessarily within a structured project. You're probably doing a piece of work to support a project. So the scope is sometimes quite tricky. I generally ask the question, what are you going to do versus what are you not going to do? So what is in scope for you on this task versus what is out of scope? The in-scope tasks are as important as the out-of-scope tasks. So scope, I think, is really important to include in your approach. And then the constraints. What are the challenges you're going to face? Do you have a time constraint? Do you have a budgetary constraint? Do you have a personnel constraint, or do you have a methodology constraint? What are the things that could hold you back from carrying out that piece of work? Constraint is also quite important here. Also, consider assumptions. What assumptions are you making that you have to go and verify? Assumptions can sometimes, save your butt on a project. So it's very important to clarify or articulate what your assumptions are for that piece of work. And resources. Who do you have available? Who are the key stakeholders that are gonna help you with this piece of work? Who's in your team, or who are you gonna leverage? Include that in your approach. And your deliverable. What are you going to deliver at the end of this piece of work? Make sure that's very, very clear. So that kind of gives you an idea of how to write an approach when you start off on any BA task, especially if you are new in a BA role. I hope this video has been useful for you. If you like it, please share it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.